CAD related job opportunity for you guys, or one available. I'm Oscar from Elron Racing, and yeah, we are getting relatively efficient at designing engines. We have figured out how to do the overall CAD design to make these extremely complex shapes, like the engine block, for instance, for our Thor engine and stuff like that, work really well. We have figured out how to do the parallelization on that, so we can split the work up in multiple desktops and people at the same time, and still maintain the design and the efficiency really high. So typically you lose efficiency on that end. That's of course not ideal. But yeah, integrating the really efficient way of designing super complex parts and being able to parallelize that is difficult. But we have pretty much figured that out now. So now we're looking for another person to come into the team, and yeah, just basically to, how should I say, well, CAD is the primary focus that we're looking for, but yeah, looking at the other university books we have here. So yeah, university physics, of course, a strong basic in physics is important. So this will be more than just primarily CAD stuff. Engineering vibrations, of course, so understanding how parts vibrate, how to fix potential problems, what potential problems can arise. That kind of a basic understanding of that is important also. What else do we have? Solid mechanics, of course. So that's one of the primary focuses also. So you need to have a really strong basis, at least, on yeah, how solid mechanics work, how FEM calculations are done, what kind of errors you do with different types of calculations. You don't need to be an expert in any of these things at all, but you need to understand the basics and be willing and interested to learn, because this is, yeah, as history and empirical testing has shown, it's extremely difficult work to handle all of this stuff and work forwards. You really need to be interested in this for this to be a interesting and efficient workplace for you. And depending a little bit, so we are looking primarily for a full-time person, starting out with working on some of the projects we currently have going. So we're working on our Hell engine, our ER8 race car, and well, yeah, a few secret projects that unfortunately can't unveil at this moment yet. So, but yeah, of course, coming into the company, all of those things will be discussed once NDAs have been signed as required by our customers. But yeah, what else is there? Material science may be a little bit not that important. It's like material science stuff is actually kind of basic what we do. We don't have the resources to do our own materials or anything like that. But understanding the basics of material is kind of okay to have. Composites, no, not really something that would be primarily objective now, but definitely something that we also work with. Tribology, whatever that is in English, that is kind of important, but again, the basics are really easy, so that's not something we're expecting people to know about a lot. And yeah, solid mechanics FEM stuff is, in addition to CAD, the two main things to be interested in. And again, the sort of efficient way to do really complex shapes that have multiple intersecting pieces, and you need to find an efficient way to do the correct surface thicknesses around in different ways, again, to take the flexibility of the part into account when you're designing it, and the manufacturing process also. That's really important, and that is not something that there's going to be any courses on. Well, the basics, of course, on doing CAD stuff is of course doing skeleton-based CAD things is something that is really generically known, and there will be multiple university courses and stuff like that about that kind of stuff. So we are expecting basic knowledge on that, and being very sort of proficient in understanding how to do different CAD designs so that it's easy to modify them, and also to document them efficiently. Because yeah, doing CAD stuff, I mean, most of the time you're going through existing CAD stuff and trying to figure out how to do change in the most efficient way. So So yeah, it takes it's not like a 3D drawing or something like that that you see so many people doing. That's not what we do here. But yeah, what else is there to say? The job is, of course, incredibly demanding, so you really want to be sort of a person that is interested in continuously developing your understanding and knowledge. We're not expecting someone like anyone to like be absolutely pro level stuff at all of this. I don't think there are that many people available even, and yeah, especially we have an extremely small company here now, so we're at around 5 people, something like that, depending on how you yeah, count me and my brother that own the company do like lots of hours here. But yeah, we are incredibly small, but I think we have some good future opportunities also to develop stuff, and yeah, at least like the overall knowledge level and seeing how to develop engines and yeah, future projects, other business opportunities that we're looking at also. So aviation related companies and stuff like that that we're hoping to get started as sort of a sister company or something like that to Elmer Racing. So should be some decent future opportunities also. Is there something I'm missing here? Not really. I don't think so. So yeah, let's do a quick recap. So CAD is primary focus. Then you need to be good at what was it? Solid mechanics is the English term for that. So FEM stuff, and actually like understanding how to design pieces efficiently, not just how FEM works. If you only understand how FEM works, then you're not going to be very good at this. You need to like understand how parts flex, how loads are distributed, how to design pieces to take that into account, and that's going to be one of the important parts also. What else? Oh yeah, and sort of being a people's person, because yeah, sometimes yeah, everyone else can have good days, bad days. We're of course expecting the same from you also. So yeah, sometimes you can have a good day, sometimes you can have a bad day, and it's important to understand that other people can have bad days also. That should be okay. But you should still be real, like open to communications and talking about discussing why something is done in some way, why you've designed something some way. Okay, maybe it's easier to design something in some other way. So just because some like the other person in the team might have an easier time understanding that, or the other way around, that the other person you might have to explain that. Okay, I think it's better to do something in some way so that the other person or explain to the other person that they might want to do something in some way so that you have a easier way of understanding that and working together. And yeah, communication stuff like this is super important also. Being flexible, I think. Well, we are extremely flexible as a really small team. The work pretty much has to be done on site. In some extremely good case, it might be possible to set up a remote working opportunity, but that's not really our primary stuff. I mean, that's something we have done and we have looked at that, and we do have the tech to do that. But yeah, you just lose so much efficiency when you don't have someone like at the next desk or something that you can just directly talk to and look over on the screen or something and figure out what they're doing. And okay, he's like in the middle of something, let's not disturb them now. And yeah, so there is that. But yeah, it's something that is a possibility to look at also. Are there any other super important things that I'm missing here? Don't really have any script or anything like that, which is probably kind of obvious to you guys. I wanted to do this in one go because yeah, a lot of the stuff that is done in some particular way is pretty much that I'm going to be explaining that, okay, I want this done in this way because XYZ. So I want to sort of convey a little bit on how my explanation techniques and stuff like that work a little bit. Of course, one of the main reasons also to recruit one person with the sort of potential to understand the FEM stuff, do strength design related stuff, vibration stuff also, is to sort of offload me a little bit more so I can focus more on generic business stuff, customer things, future planning, stuff like this that is currently taking up a lot of time, so I don't have time to focus as much on the CAD stuff. So yeah, trying to sort of in-source a little bit of my workload and getting some yeah, more working power over the in that aspect to move some projects along a little bit quicker, and of course do more crazy projects in the future also. So yeah, if you're interested in yeah, getting involved with the craziest highest power to mass ratio engines and highest like power output bolt-in engines that probably are going to be available anytime soon, and all kinds of other like insane things, then yeah, check out our website, elmerracing.com. We have a career section there. I will hopefully not forget to upload some info there, but at least in case for some reason that isn't there at the moment, then yeah, you will find our contact information and stuff like that. So yeah, feel free to contact us. When you do contact, CV is, I really hate documents, but then on the other hand, it's, I mean, you need something to get some kind of feel for which persons you want to spend time to contact more with and figure stuff out. Like, okay, do they have this sort of mental capability to maybe understand really complex stuff quickly enough? Are they sort of kind of people person or not? So try to convey a little bit about what kind of things you have done, what you're interested in, what kind of things you understand, what kind of things you find difficult to understand, how you like understanding things, and yeah, like all kinds of topics relating to personality things. So if you've done some group things like some scout things or some whatever youth camp things, or I mean motorsport stuff with some small teams or whatever that might be, then yeah, but please convey that. Feel free to yeah, send any kind of links if you have done something, if you have like some stuff on YouTube or some social media or some like links to some like CAD files somewhere, then feel free to send those over, but have those in a really good sort of a URL format so that they are sort of safe enough to click on, so nothing with like that requires any kind of like tags in the URL or anything like that, just like a plain simple URL, and that will be easy and efficient for us to go through without yeah, having to review security concerns with links. Is there anything else? Not really sure, but yeah, this is kind of like a open thing also. So if there's something that you feel we definitely need to take into consideration, or okay, you're missing like this one really important thing, then definitely feel free to say that also, because yeah, we are a small team, so we don't have like yeah, you need to fit exactly into this like box, but it's like more of a like this generic stuff needs working on. So if there's something that you think we're missing or should do in some other way, or is important for the recruiting process, then feel free to mention that, and that will definitely be viewed in a positive light. So yeah, I think that's all for now. Feel free to ask questions, of course, also. And yeah, I think that is pretty much all for this video. So yeah, for other people not interested in this recruiting process at all, thanks for hanging in here to the end. We really like the watch time here on YouTube and Facebook and whatever other platforms we'll be uploading this to. And yeah, for some people actually looking at this work, then feel free to send in stuff. Hopefully as quickly as possible. We will be looking into doing this within 1 or 2 weeks, something like that. We will have some dates in the description here to view that a little bit closer. So yeah, see you guys in the next time, in the next one, something like that anyway. Bye.